All right, guys. So let's do task 2 and task 3 on this paper, which is image editing and file management, which is task 2 here. And we're going to use Photoshop for this part. And task 3 will be web page. We're going to use SharePoint for this part, okay? Now, this class is recorded, so just sit tight and let me explain how we can do this. If you have any question, we can pause it, the video, and then I will explain why we have done it the way we have done it, and then we'll repeat it again, okay? So just pay attention and let's dig deeper and see. Task 2, we need to create a new folder. The folder name is TAS, and we need to make sure that these files are inside our folder. So I'll right click here, go new, find a folder. It's a TAS folder, and I will copy all the files without exception inside my folder for now, and I will make sure that according to the question only these files reside there. Okay, so these are all the files except this file, which is a CSV, and this one is normally will be the spreadsheet file. Okay, so I'll just remove this file. We have 9 items left here, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9 items, and we're good. Okay, now here it says let's open this file, which is tiger images. Let's edit it using an application. You can use any application to edit it. So many applications are there, like Paint, like Microsoft Picture Manager, but I'm going to use Photoshop. Okay, so let's open it using Photoshop. So it's a heavy application, by the way. Okay, so what we do now, once I'm here, I'll just drag my picture inside this area in Photoshop, and here we are. We have the picture. Next, what we need to rotate it 180 degrees, so the picture should be rotated 180 degree. To do it, I'll go image, and most of them are here, by the way: rotation, image size, flipping, everything. So I'll go image rotation, and I'll make it 180 degree, and reflect it horizontally so that the tire should be on the left. So I'll go again, image, tap, and then again image rotation, but this time I'm going to select flip horizontal, and we need to crop it to remove most of the tire but none of the tiger, as you can see. So to do so, I can do the same thing. I have crop in here and I have it here as well, as you can see. So if I click on crop here, it will give me the options of cropping it manually or using a specific ratio up here. So I'll crop it manually because I need to change only the tire from the left like this. What else? And I'm cropping to remove everything above the tiger ears. So I will take everything above the tiger ears like this. And now we need to resize it so the image is 1000 pixel high, but without changing the aspect ratio or without changing the width. So I'll get rid of the cropping that we have done so far. Cropping is done, so I'll click done, and I will go now image and image size, make sure that it's in pixel. There is no aspect ratio, so remove this link here, and the height should be according to the question 1000, and the width should remain the same, and I'll click OK, and this is our new image now. And again back into cropping to remove the right side of the image so it becomes 500 by 1000. So we need to change the width and the height will remain the same. So I'll go crop this time. So I'll click on crop like here, and then we have the ratio here. So I'll put the width we need, which is 500, and the height will be 1000, and I need to crop the right side. So I'll move the canvas here to the left side like this, and I will click done. And we need to save it to the different name and a different format as well. As you can see here, we're changing the format from the original JPG format into PNG. So I'll change the format and change the name. Let me just copy the name here. It should be tiger underscore followed by your candidate number. So I'll go file, save as. I'm going to change the file name first, and I'll just keep the same candidate number. And I'm going to change the format into a PNG picture, and I'll make sure that I will place it in my folder, of course, inside my folder like this. Make sure you are inside the TAS file whenever you do this, and click save and click OK. So now if I go back to my folder, you'll find that I have the new image down here. Okay, this is the original one and this is the new one. Thank you, Photoshop. Now I can just close the Photoshop and I can conclude and I can continue the paper. So we need to take a screenshot of the folder and place it in the evidence document. And remember, whenever you are taking a screenshot, you need to make sure that you show the following: the folder name, the file names, the file extensions, and the image dimensions and sizes. So let's see what we have here. We have the folder name, we have the file name, we have the extension here. If you'd like to show them, you can always go view, show, and you can tick on file name extensions, which is the .jpg, .htm, .jpg, all of these we call them extension. And we have the size. We don't have the dimension. We don't need the date, so I'll just drag this one outside here. And I need dimensions, so I'll right click here in this area and I'll go more, and I'll be looking for dimension. Here we are, and I will just drag it here so I can have it here just next to the size. Make sure that I fix this window here, and I will take my screenshot, making sure that my folder name appear and everything appears like this. This is nice. Okay, and I should be placing it in my evidence file. Do I have an evidence file? I think the question will ask you to create an evidence file in task 1. So I'll just show you how to put the evidence. I'm not going to go through task 1, but if you go back into task 1 in this paper, you'll show that they will ask you for evidence to create a file, and this one is evidence 1, step 1 evidence. So I'll just click on step 1 evidence, and I'll place my folder. And whenever you are placing your folder, make sure that it's not too big and it's not too small. Okay, make sure that it's just readable. It can be marked. Okay, and that's it for editing. Now we'll start the task 3, which is the web page. Of course, we're going to create a web page as usual for a company. Step number 2, create in your TAS folder your first web page, which is tas.htm. So I'm going to copy this. And remember, before you create anything, you need to launch the application you'll be using for creating a web page. And I'll be using SharePoint. Come on. And I will be pointing to my folder as websites folder. That's very important. Whenever you open the application that you are using for your web page, make sure that everything is closed. There is no previous site here. By closing inside, and make sure that you open your own site so that all the files you need for this website will be visible in this area here, which is the folder list. Okay, so I'll go into my folder inside the TAS, open it, and now all the files we need are here. Everything we're going to create later, it will be also stored in this area. Okay, and we're going to create our first web page, which is tas.htm. So again, what we do, you go file, you go new, and you go HTML, and later you can create also CSS, so the application can support many different languages. One of them is HTML here. Make sure that you are down here in the design, not the code, as you can see here. And we need to save it with the new name, so right click, save, change the name into TAS. Once I save it, you'll find that it will appear here now. Okay, so now you have a new file. So this web page must be created using a single table and work in all browsers. The table must fit 80% of the browser window, and this is your width of the table. So the width of the table is 80%. Whenever the table is in percentage, the width always will be appearing here, or will be stated in the paragraph before the table. Okay, and so now we know the width. What we need to know the number of rows and number of columns. So how many rows we have? 1 row, 2 rows, 3 and 4 rows. How many columns? Columns are vertical: 1 column, 2 columns and 3 columns. So we have 4 rows and 3 columns, and the width is 80 degree. Let's do it. So we'll go click, make sure you are here, table, insert a table, 4 rows, 3 columns, 80% width, and here we go. And now we need to merge this one, this one and this one. So let's merge, right click, modify, merge, select, modify, merge, select, and modify and merge. So all of them are merged except these two, and this one is vertically merged, the C. So I'll vertically merge this one, and I will name it as well. So C, this is A, and B, D, E, B, D, E, and this one is F, and this one is F. It's very important whenever you have a table in percentage to name the cells, because the table size might be changing whenever you're working on it. So each table cell is identified with a letter, as you can see, and some dimensions are shown. So we need to put the dimensions again. So A, no dimension. In B, the width should be 58%. So I'll go in B here, right click, cell properties, and make sure that the width is 58%. Okay. And E and F, they have the same percentage, 29%. We can do them together. Right click, cell, 29, make sure it's in the percent. Okay. And C should be 42%. Right click, cell properties, width or height, all of them are widths, yes. So the width will be 42, and it should be percent. So all of them are percentage, all of them are percentage, which is good. Next, the cell content should not appear. Yes, we'll remove them whenever we put the information. We'll remove the letters. Borders must not appear on your final web page. Whenever they say borders must not appear, we can double check and make sure that they does not appear by going into the code, into where the table starts. So this is where the table starts, and this is where the table ends, as you can see. So whenever we go into the table starting tag, I'll just click here and say border equal 0. If they say border should appear, you make it 1. But for now, it shouldn't appear, so make it 0. Okay. Next, use a video and tag source. We need to place a video now in cell B, and this is the video. Now, to place a video in cell B, we need to replace the letter by the video. So I'll select the letter B here, go to the code, and it will be selected for you. Enter a couple of times, and now we have an empty cell. So less than video. What do we have in the video? The video must fit the width of the cell. That means I should include a width which is 100%. And by default, controls are always there unless the questions did not say that. Okay. So by default, you just put a control. Do I need to auto loop or auto play or something like this? Nothing. Just fit there. So once I finish the control, I will put greater than, and it will close the video frame for me. What do I need inside the frame? I need to put the specific video that should be playing here. And this is the specific video, which is this file here. So to do so, I will start with the tag less than source src, which is the source itself. I'll paste the video. And to make it faster for the browser to play it, I will add a type, which is video slash the extension I'm using, which is MP4. If you are using an AVI, for example, you put video slash AVI, okay? And I will close the source. Now, normally the browser or user browsers might not be able to play the video, so they ask you to display an error message if the browser does not support this type of video. So I'll just copy the same message, and I'll make sure that I'll type your browser does not support this video type. Okay, so whenever the user starts to play the video and it's not playing, then this message will appear in the state. As you can see here, it appears already here because this application is not used to playing videos. But if I would like to check my video is working, I can always display it in the browser, like here. So I click save. Here we go. We have the tiger there playing. Okay, so the video is playing fine. Place in cell in the cells. In A, we need the image banner. So this is cell A. I'll remove the letter and I will just drag the image inside the cell. Make sure that the cursor is inside the cell, and this is our banner. In C, the image tiger that we have saved, the PNG one. So I will remove the letter C, and I'll look for the new image, which is tiger.png here, and I'll place it here. In E, the image monkey. Where is E? This is E. Remove the letter and find the monkey. And find the monkey. And in F, elephant. And this is F. And where is the elephant? Where is the elephant in the room? This is the elephant image. Elephant all or elephant one? It should be elephant, yes. So this one is elephant. And here we go. And make sure that aspect ratio is maintained for all images. Now, whenever they say aspect ratio maintained, without specifying a specific width and height, that means you should remove all the width and height of all the images from the code. So aspect ratio maintained means we don't need width and height. We don't need width and height, and you do it for all the images. Okay, no width, no height. Make sure that the images are without width and without a height. Okay, so all of them, make sure. Yes, now we're good. Okay. By this, aspect ratio is maintained. The image can play within the browser safely. Set appropriate alternative text for each still image. That means we need appropriate text. If the banner image does not appear, so I'll click on the banner image here, I can mention that this is a banner image. And the same for double clicking on the monkey here and type in image of a monkey. And double click here as well, image of an elephant. And where's our tiger? Double click on the tiger image. Alternative text will be image of a tiger. And that's it. So if the image does not appear for the user, the text will appear instead. Okay. In cell D, the content of the text. So we need to open this file and place the content in cell D, and it should be as two paragraph. Okay. So this is the file. I'll type the first line, copy it, and where is D? It is D. Paste it there. Okay, as you can see, and enter, because I need now to place the second paragraph. Copy and paste. So they are actually two different paragraphs. Okay, and we need to add a third paragraph, which will include this text followed by your name, center number, and candidate number. So after the last paragraph, enter, and then I will place my name, center number, and candidate number. And we need to apply H2 to all the text in D. So I will go now into the formatting here, and I will select heading 2. Here we go. Next, create a hyperlink from the image elephant to open this page. So whenever you double click on the image elephant, it should take you to this page. So right click on the image elephant, go hyperlink, existing file. You might actually find the file name here, but anyways, I copied the file, so I'll just paste it like this. Okay, and I will click OK. So now if I hold control from my keyboard, can you see the cursor now changes into a hand click? It will open the file for you. Okay, so it's working fine. Create a hyperlink from the, so the image is monkey, and this time it should send an email message whenever you click on this image into this email address, and the subject should be support a monkey. Let's do it. So you right click on the monkey image, you go hyperlink. This time it's not a page, so I'll click on email, paste the email here, and the subject should be let's support the monkeys. Okay, so place the subject here, and that's it. So now even the monkey image now is a hyperlink. Attach this style sheet, which is TAS, to the page. It's very simple. You just drag and drop like this, and now we have the CSS attached. Okay, and you will find it here. And by the way, whenever you attach the style sheet, if you find any kind of a current page style sheet like this one, created by the application itself. You can right click and delete it. We don't need it. Just make sure only the attached ones are there and your code is clean. Okay. So what else? Save the page, display the page in the browser, take a screenshot and place it in your evidence, and this will be evidence number 7. Okay, step 7 evidence. So to do it, I will just launch first the page on the browser like this, and I can take the page. As you can see here, I can actually use control from my keyboard, minus minus minus, to make it smaller or to make it bigger. I can actually resize it like this. Look, you can resize the page like this, control minus minus, so everything appears. But if you take the screenshot and you find that it's not appearing, especially your names and information here, they don't really appear. Let me do it. You can actually take 2 screenshots instead of 1. So I'll click control plus and resize this little bits here, and I will take 2 screenshots. Okay, so I'll take the first one, which is this part up to my name, as you can see here, and this is step 7 evidence. Step 7 evidence. Okay, and under it I will take another one. Where is the browser? Another one for the rest of the page from here. Okay, and the rest of the tiger, and I also place it where? Immediately under this one. And you do it whenever you find that your informations are not really 100% visible. You get it? If you take one screenshot and you find that it's good, everything can be read, then that's enough. See, because it says that it should be seen, the text can be easily read. Now we need to display the source as well in the editor, and we take a copy of the source and place it also in the evidence to make sure that they can actually see whether you have done the hyperlinks or not. So you'll go code, and we need to select all the code and copy all the code, and I'm going to place it also here, which is nice and clean. Okay, so this is it for the paper. I hope everything is understood. You can always go back again and watch this video to see it, and next time I'll see you doing task 4, which is the spreadsheet. Okay, so let's launch Photoshop.